we're going to start off with a project called Stroll, which is great if you like to go out and walk around, and I do.
I do too.
Also great if you don't know where to walk around, which I don't know where to walk around. To help you figure out where to go, I'm going to hand it off to the team Stroll and Michelle.
Hi, thanks for joining us today. My name is Michelle, and I'll be introducing Stroll, a mobile app where users can find or create walks in their area. I'm just one of 3 members on Team Stroll. My other 2 members are Ben and Maddie. So the inspiration for this project came from a deck of City Walk Chicago cards with self-guided walking tours. Our goal was to create a mobile app with real-time location tracking to provide guidance and point out attractions along the way. Let's meet one of our users, Bob. He's new in town and wants to explore Chicago, but he isn't good at navigating and gets overwhelmed planning his adventure. Now he's sad and his weekend is ruined because he can't figure out where to go or how to get there. That is, until he discovers Stroll. Using Stroll, Bob can view and save walks, see a map of nearby walks, and check out nearby attractions. Now here's Ben to show us how Bob uses Stroll.
When Bob logs in, he's greeted by a dashboard that teaches him how to use the app. To see a list of recommended walks, he hits the Get Strolling button. And on this page, he's able to filter walks by type, save a walk for later, start a walk immediately, or see the description. He's interested in the sculpture and the loop walk, so he hits the information button. Here he can see the full map with the route. He can get the total distance, duration, and see all the different points along the way. And he loves sculptures, so he hits start. Here, in addition to the route, he sees his current location and can get a list of written directions. Once he's finished with the walk, it's immediately added to his past walks, and he can also choose to save it for later. Now, Maddie is going to share more about what Bob can do.
Thanks, Ben. So Bob wants to create a walk to the bean, so he clicks Create Walk, and he starts dropping pins on the map. Each pin acts as a point of navigation or an attraction along his route, and with each new pin, Stroll calculates the new distance and the directions for him. He can choose to save the walk for later or get started immediately, and if he gets started on the walk, he can follow his location along the blue line or take a peek at the directions if he needs some extra help. So this is our tech stack. On the back end, we used Node.js, Postgres, the Postgres extension for saving location data, Express, and Sequelize. And then on the front end, we used React Native, Expo, Redux, and Native Base for styling. We also used the React Native Maps API and the Google Directions API.
So one of the challenges that we faced while making this app was trying to figure out how to store a walk in a database. And we did so by using the Postgres extension for Postgres. It allows us to store locations as latitude and longitude points, and we connected those using a doubly linked list where each coordinate has a previous and a next value. And then we used those linked lists with the Google Directions API to render our walks on a map and to be able to get our list of directions.
Another technical challenge we faced was creating an intuitive user experience. To do that, we created an onboarding dashboard with help buttons, and we used nested stack and drawer navigators from React Navigation. So, thanks for listening. Please feel free to check out our repo listed here. Thanks, bye.
Really cool. What stood out to me listening to this presentation was how seamlessly they're able to integrate their knowledge of application development and low-level data structures. I know at this point in my career in learning, I don't know that I would have just dropped oh, we're putting the linked list concept into our database.
Yeah.
I think that's really cool and advanced work going on there.
Yeah, and I also want to point out just the design of their application and the user flow of it. I thought that they did a fantastic job with just the overall design of it, and it's an application that I would just love to go into and use. And I've lived in the Chicagoland area for most of my life, but I would say I don't really know a lot of the attractions, unfortunately. And so an application like this, I would be